Wow, our first Big Brother episode review. I'm so excited.
Yeah, actually, I was really excited tonight. So many wonderful things happened. I think this type of gameplay, like what they did with the house and making it kind of like Clue and all mystery and sort of horror related, I really love it a lot. And it's a game like I don't feel like I've seen before.
Yeah.
They're doing something different finally.
Yeah, if you watched our cast preview that we just posted like right before the episode.
Yeah, I was like not positive, and I apologize. I'm turning my attitude from upside down to right side up. Okay.
I was calling her a salty McDonald's French fry because it's very salty. But
yeah, but this is a Big Brother fan that's been around for 25 years. This is the 25th year. I've watched almost all 25, but I was getting very deflated.
Well, so what was really exciting was this episode started off and immediately I was like hooked in. When I was watching the interviews, I was like, oh man, these people are going to suck. But then like when I watched them actually on TV in the episode, I was like, okay, wait, I like that person. Okay, wait, I like that person too. Okay, wait, I like that person. So
yeah, you get a little bit of a glimpse into, you always get that little glimpse into their lives.
Yeah,
just a little one.
Well, when you see an unedited version of them, I think that's better than when you see the interview when it's their first time in front of the camera. They're trying to impress America, but their real personality comes out, I think, when they're actually on the show, being themselves, interacting with other people. So first things first, and the most important thing we're going to talk about at the beginning of every episode. What do you think of Julie's outfit?
I actually like Julie's outfit. That's a funny thing that we have between each other. Well, mostly it's something that I always do. I always talk about Julie's outfit, because a lot of the times it looks a little whack. And then there's other times where it's a complete stellar, beautiful outfit. So tonight was stellar.
1 to 10.
10. Legit. And it was funny because he goes, make sure that you talk about Julie's outfit. And then like the game was surrounding about her outfit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was not planned. And we were talking about her outfit and then it became part of the game. I was like, wait, we were looking at her outfit. I knew her shoes were not black.
So she was on point tonight with the outfit.
All right. So house decor, we said it gave some Clue vibes. I kind of feel like they're in the game of Clue.
Or like you're in an escape room. You have to work together as a team in a way. Obviously, they're fighting for, a game and winning money. But
yeah, I was writing down some. I'm sorry, I was writing down some quick notes because we already covered everyone for the interviews. But now we have some people that we like. Let's see. For me personally, I marked down that I liked Riley, the bull rider cowboy. I think it's because my dad was a cowboy, so I think I naturally he was a Bronco rider, so I think there's like a sentimental connection there. The belt buckle and everything. So I don't know if that's the only reason, but he seems real. He doesn't seem like someone who's got an agent and he's trying to get casted in other game shows. Like he seems like he's real and he likes Big Brother.
Yeah, he does appear that way because I remember we were talking about that too. And I was like, yeah, forget it. He has an agent. I had a bad attitude, whatever.
And then I also put down that I like Zay.
Zay is a George Michael / Ricky Martin. He used to be a cheerleader. It's so funny because I was like, he looks like the type of guy that would shave his legs. Cheerleaders totally do that.
Is he the one that makes a serious face? He makes a serious face when he's talking a lot?
Yes, Utah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm always horrible the first 3 episodes, remembering whose name. She remembers everyone's name right away.
We'll see. I don't know.
And then I put that Will. He's the older castmate, college sports, Army, 22 years. When I saw him interacting with his wife, I've been married to Corinne now for 21 years and she's my best friend. And then when I was watching them, I was like, oh, they're so cute. Now I got to root for them. So
they are cute. You call her chocolate drop.
Chocolate drop or something. Yeah.
That was cute.
It's too early to nail down everyone. I don't have anyone that I dislike.
Was there a top 3? Your top 3?
Those are my top 3, but I liked some of the girls too. I don't have enough to go off of yet to I want to root for the gamer because I'm a gamer, but.
And you called it she plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, I said she definitely plays Call of Duty, and she was playing Call of Duty. But I think my favorite female right now is Mickey.
Me too. I really like
See, Mickey. She knows who Mickey is right away.
Because she's unique. She's very fashionable and trendy, but she looks like she can be get dirty, and that's not a problem for her. Yeah. And I really like that about her. And she's beautiful.
So with this list of castmates, those are some of the notes that I made. Keanu. So I like Keanu. I mean, he's a big muscular nerd. I always love when you see a big muscular jock and they're like a Dungeons and Dragons like closet nerd.
Yes.
They're always my favorite.
A pleasant surprise.
And then I marked down that I'm suspecting that him and Lauren. I'm suspecting that them two are going to be the first showmance. That's my guess.
Except that Zach was like drooling over her.
Yeah, but
so that'll be interesting
Keanu will
to see who's going to get Lauren to be in a showmance.
Oh, they're going after Lauren already. And she said she's open to a showmance, so it's definitely going to happen.
Ugh.
Who's going to be her prince?
But I didn't realize that Catherine was a feminist, so that's going to be really interesting because will she get in a showmance? Yeah,
because she's going to want to spearhead an all-girl alliance. I don't know that you have the right female cast here for an all-girls alliance, though. I don't. Some of them didn't strike me as like girl power type girls.
I will say that, like, just to go on like my favorites, I'm going to tell you mine. I liked Keanu. I also liked Zay, and Will was another one that I enjoyed. And there was a fourth one. I think it was Mickey. So those would be, I was top 3, top 4.
You know, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
She probably never hears that ever. But then back to what you were saying about the all-girl alliance and not knowing for sure if they would mesh these women. But I really do like the hunky, because they have types. Obviously, Big Brother has types that they pick. That's so blatantly obvious. But when they pick the hunky guys, they're always ones that are more like Zach. I don't think, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Keanu and Zay are.
They seem softer.
They seem different than your typical bow hunk. But then I said that about Jackson. In my first interview with Jackson, I thought he was a pleasant surprise. And boy, he was the opposite of a pleasant surprise.
But I will say,
just a hot turd.
Ever since that season, you have kept us supplied on watermelon. So I'm just saying, just putting that out there.
No.
So let's see, I wrote down.
It's for the chickens.
So Jimmy, I wrote, looks like Jimmy and Amy are already like linking toward each other. Amy's the insurance mom. So again, I wrote that down. It looked like them two were like connecting, and I'm suspecting that them two are going to like make an alliance. So they mentioned that the artwork and the artifacts are going to be a big part of the game, and there's tons of them. The house is just like absolutely like full of like relics and pictures. And if these players are going to be memorizing everything, they have a lot to memorize because there's stuff everywhere. I mean, they didn't even think to memorize the box, like where were the gems, the colors of the gems and everything, because they're too busy saying hi to everyone. It already became a big part of the game.
The game started the minute that they walked in the door, which is usually how it should be, right? So I feel like this season is going to be really interesting because I think the gameplay is just going to keep going and going and going. Mm-hmm. Which hopefully then that means that the live feed, obviously we won't be able to see like gameplay until the show happens, but it would be nice to see the live feed be on this season. So you can at least hear the house guests talk about some of the gameplay.
Now, one thing I'm hoping, and they just said a little bit in the first episode, I hope they cut out the cheese, because that's another thing that
they cut out the cheese.
They kind of lost us in previous seasons. Because Corinne and I, like, we were getting sick and tired of the acting, the scripting, the cheesy, like, you know, like when they go to the other dimension and they're supposed to act like they're being killed and drugged.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that at all.
It's so distracting.
It's too showy. It takes away from the reality aspect of it all. But like, this is good showy for me.
So far, the explosion on the island was a little bit of cheese.
Okay.
And
Okay. I was like, wait, are we in commercial mode? Because we have an animal situation going on at that moment in time. And I couldn't believe that was on the show. Like, that is cheesy.
Yeah, so they gave a little bit of cheese. And I was like, Big Brother, don't do it.
That should not even be necessary. Like, I don't think they do that on Survivor. So why are they doing, although I haven't watched Survivor in a long time, but why are they doing that?
Don't do the cheese, Big Brother. What do you think of Mastermind?
I love it, because then you've got like the scary horror thing, like
the villain, the guy that's showing on the screen. I think they call him the Mastermind.
Yeah. It makes me think of the Saw,
like Jigsaw.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's really neat. Yeah, I love all of it.
Yeah,
the whole thing is so cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this question to everyone who's watching our video, but I'm also gonna direct it over to you. Do you think it's a good strategy to try to win the first competition, or is it a bad strategy to win the first competition?
It honestly could go either way, but I understand why people didn't want to win the first competition. Are you talking about HOH?
Right. The very first competition when you
I
enter
wouldn't
the
want
house.
to. Because you make enemies right off the bat. So I don't think it's a good idea. Because then now he's going to have 3, Vince, because he won. He's going to have 3 people that are against him. He really wanted to win, too. He's very gung-ho about that. Did I answer your question?
Well, yeah, there's no right or wrong answer. This is just an opinion.
Oh.
My opinion is I think it's smart to win the first head of household, because even though you get blood on your hands, you're guaranteed the first week of safety, and that gives you time because everyone's going to be buttering you up, and all you have to do is get 3 or 4 people together as an alliance. Usually the first alliance forms with the first head of household. And now if you don't have that positioning, then you're hoping that you get invited into an alliance. So if I was playing Big Brother, I would be okay winning the first head of household. And I think there's been a lot of, I know I did the research like 2 seasons ago, but there's actually been quite a few Big Brother winners who won the first head of household. I think Janelle was one. I think Derek was one.
I would like to know that. I would like to know that stat.
I might look that up.
Because I would imagine, if it were me, I would imagine that I would end up, depending on if you did find a solid alliance. See, that's the thing. That's what you're saying. That's kind of the make you or break you situation. But you'd have to be fighting for your life throughout the whole entire game, starting from that HOH win.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I would.
I don't think you'd be fighting for your life if you make an alliance. So that's the whole. If you win the first head of household and don't establish an alliance with that power, then you are targeted for the remainder of the game. But if you protect yourself with an alliance, doesn't matter. Now you got an alliance, so you're safe. All right. I wrote down. I thought it was so funny the way they fell during the competition, when their artifact was wrong, and then he just fell through the floor.
Yeah. If that's the beginning of what the creative games are that they create, that they create in the backyard, I always get excited about them. And I feel like lately they've been using the same ones. They've been reusing the same type of games over and over and over again, and taking them away and then bringing them back. So something new.
Yeah. I wrote down when Keanu fell, it was so funny. And I could tell when he fell, it was like he wasn't expecting it.
His face.
Yeah, I don't think that was acting. I know they put a sound effect in there where it was oh, but the falls looked real to me. They were scared to fall. I thought that was funny. Let's see. So we got Jimmy and Zach both won their competitions. Jimmy gets to pick 4 competitors. Okay, so we got to pick the competitors. Not surprisingly, most people didn't want to compete, but he chose to compete, but didn't win. So if you were in that situation, would you have given 4 people the opportunity to fight for head of household but sit out, or would you have competed and thrown it, or would you have competed and tried to win?
I would have competed.
And tried to win?
Yeah, maybe I don't think I would have tried to win, but I would definitely have competed. And the reason why that just comes to my head is that I would feel like if I didn't, that would also give me some sort of negative attention. I don't know why. I feel like since I won it, that opportunity, I should take it. But then I wouldn't try to win HOH.
All right. Zach just won. He's won $10,000.
Yeah, but that could be a problem too. I've seen in prior.
That will be a problem.
Yeah, a long time ago, a girl won $10,000 in the beginning. It was one of the older Big Brothers, and she had a target on her back from the beginning because they're like, well, she already won $10,000. She doesn't really, need anything else. So.
It's definitely going to come up. I'm not predicting that Zach's going to go home first, but I guarantee you when they're trying to figure out who to put up, one of the reasons will be, well, Zach won $10,000, so he's not going home empty-handed. So if I was playing Big Brother and I won $10,000, I'd be like, crap. Can I give this away? Can I give it to somebody?
I'm just hoping that we don't this season. I'm really, really, really hoping that the same person doesn't just keep winning and winning and winning and winning like Tucker, because that was really annoying. I mean, if that person wins, they win, but it takes the fun away from me to see the same person who is just steamrolling everyone in the house throughout almost the entire game. I cannot stand that. I'd like to know if you guys feel the same way. Oh, the BB blockbuster that they're going to have all season, where all 3 people are going to be on the block.
So
do you guys like that?
It's the AI arena. So apparently,
I like that.
Apparently, enough people liked it. I like it because it takes away the situations where people get put up and there's nothing they can do.
Right, you have a chance to fight.
Yeah, if you don't have the alliance, there's people who've been booted out and there's just nothing they can do. At least there always is a chance.
Yes.
I do. So I'm so happy that's back. She said it's going to be back the entire season.
I like it. So I was just curious if you guys like it too. I mean, if you don't, that's silly. Okay.
Yep. so Vince won head of household. One of the twists is that one of the house guests is working as an undercover agent, and they were supposed to turn the lights off, hide the artifact. But that was weird to me because when they showed the artifact go down, it looked like it happened automatically, but maybe there's more to it that we just don't know and they'll show us later. But we both agree that we think it's Adrian.
Why did you think it was Adrian?
Just because when I look at the whole crew and their personalities and their interviews, and he's the oddball to me. Like if you show me all 16 of them, he's the one that stands out to me as like different than everybody else. It's an intuition thing. He's being very analytical. There's just something about him that's different than everybody else, and so it's kind of a guess and a gut feeling.
Okay. I think it's hard for any of us to tell because we weren't like physically there, but I thought it was him because he was asking a lot of questions like, well, what did you guys think about blah, 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 blah. And, oh, well, yeah, I wonder, like, whereas like you could tell on some of the people's faces that they were just like in complete shock. But with him, he was like not doing that. He was asking questions.
Yeah.
That's what I would do to try to throw people off.
Yep. So and that's weird because there's 16 people and we both think it's Adrian. So that's not, I was thinking it and she was thinking it before we said anything. So both of us agree on that one.
Who do you guys think it is?
Yeah. Who do you think it is? And also the biggest news and the last thing I wrote down, Rachel, the queen, Janelle, Rachel. There's a few queens, but
I was thinking it'd be so cool to have Rachel, and then I thought that would be too good to be true.
Well, and if you follow them on Twitter, there was a little bit of a roller coaster ride today. I keep saying Twitter. If you follow them on X, there was a little bit of a roller coaster ride today where Janelle tweeted out, "Don't worry, Rachel's going to survive the first week." Da 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 da. And then it was like, and then she deleted the what do you call it? It's not a tweet. The X? I'm going to call it a tweet.
Everyone still says
she deleted
Twitter anyways and tweet.
She deleted the tweet and then put a post up saying, "Big brother, I'm sorry. Sometimes I talk before I think. My bad." And everyone's like, "Oh, she spoiled it. It's Rachel." And then Brendan came out and said, "Hey, the rumors are not true. Rachel and I are going live on our podcast after the episode." And so they must have reached out to Brendan and asked him to say something to throw us all off the trail. And it worked for me. I saw that tweet and I was like, "Oh, it's not Rachel. Darn it." So I was still surprised when Rachel went into the house. I was like, "Oh, so Janelle did spill the beans. She really did slip up."
I'm surprised by that, but
yeah, that's funny. And I know most of you probably saw that. That was really entertaining for me. And I know Janelle was like probably sweating so bad after that.
I'm telling you, I love Rachel. She's just iconic and everyone knows it. I mean, everyone thinks that. She's just iconic. She's funny. She's just got a very vibrant personality. So this season's going to be even more fun, I think, having Rachel in the house.
I know that Rachel has her haters. We're not two of them. Like, we love Rachel, and
I always like Rachel.
I really hope that she can get some longevity in the game and give us some fun things to film about in the future. And hopefully the live feeds come up soon. And I haven't seen any news on how the live feeds are going to go this go around. But I will tell you this: when I'm at work, I'm going to have the live feeds up on my phone while I'm working, and I'm going to do my best to take notes so that we have some fun spoilers for you guys throughout the season. But I will say after episode 1, I'm really glad I got this weird. I mean, literally, it was yesterday. I came home from work and I was like, "Corinne, let's cover Big Brother again." And she's like, "What?" Because we are so busy. Like, we're so busy.
We're so busy. It's insane.
I miss this so much. And it forces us to sit down and hang out and watch TV together and film together. And it forces her to stay up till 2 a.m. editing. Is great.
Yes, it's insane. But I did want to say about Rachel really quickly is that I always thought Rachel was a really good Big Brother player, like legitimately a really good player.
That's why she won.
I think she's extremely strategic and very intelligent.
Mhm.
I think that she's also one of those people that you would look at her and think she was a complete ding dong. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But she's not. She's really, really smart. And she even said, I'm going to teach them how to play this game. That's what's going to get me roped right back into this, to see Rachel teach these kids how to play Big Brother.
Where's my ticket? I'm on this train. Let's go. Woo woo.
So I love the house. I love the new games. I like the setup. Julie's dress looked great tonight. And Rachel Riley is in the house.
So the returning house guest is a 10. The first episode is a 10. The Julie's outfit is a 10.
Yeah.
All around, it
It was good, you guys. I'm feeling positive about this season.
So I guess Sunday we'll be back. Follow us on the Twitter, Life After Neverland, where I'm going to be posting on there. She's going to be posting on there our feelings and thoughts as things transpire. We would love to have that interaction. If you're a Big Brother person, we're going to try to follow people back so we can be part of your conversation. Yeah. And we're excited to jump back into this community. We missed you guys.
Yes. Thanks for joining us. Let us know in the comment section who your top 3 favorite house guests are so far.
And who do you think the first one is going to be eliminated? Who's your guess? Do you need to see the list?
Like, who's gonna be the first one out of the house?
First one out of the house.
Yikes. I don't know why, you guys, but I just feel like Ava, she's just so different. And she reminds me so much of like a little girl, and she does kind of seem like she doesn't really, she's not athletic.
You think she's going to be targeted because she's different?
Unfortunately, I hope not, but no, I don't know. Ava is on my list.
I'm going to guess Amy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but when you said Jimmy and Amy were going to get together, I feel like the two of them could be a power couple, honestly. Yep. So you think she's going to get eliminated?
I don't have a lot to go off of. I'm just kind of picking. I know that she's a very energetic and outgoing person, and that might rub the house guests the wrong way. But at this point, it's not that I don't like her. It's just I just want to see if I'm right. I don't have a lot to go off of.
Right, clueless.
So let us know who you guys think. So glad to be back, and we will see you guys on Sunday night and on the Twitter.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.